Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for a very, very special video indeed. A very serendipitous video.
Yeah.
So today we are going to be talking about the character options figures and specifically about a little project that I've been working on for some months now, which has finally just been announced and is now live, and you can go and pledge your support to. Sound weird? Anyway. Yeah.
No. Thanks be to Ty.
Yeah, whatever. Exactly. So, Go Figure, the ultimate guide to the Doctor Who action figures from Character Options, is a little book that I've been doing with Gary Russell.
A little book, he's being very modest, but yes.
Will Brooks designing it, Gary editing it, Chris Hill as well working on it. It's a big love letter to the Character Options action figures. Published by Randall Publishing, Gareth Kavanagh of Cutaway Comics, etc. So it's a very, very exciting project. It is just literally today been announced, halfway through our recording session, so we thought we'd do a little something on it.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, we've got some biscuits.
Oh, exciting.
Homemade biscuits to celebrate the occasion.
Hey! This is our press release kind of celebration.
I don't know.
Party.
Well, first of all, I should say these have been made by my mum. Apparently, they didn't go as well as they should have done, but hopefully, we'll still be able to tell what they are, and hopefully, you'll still get a good look at them on camera. So, do you want to do the honours?
Oh no, you're the one who's releasing.
Well,
the book,
I've already seen them.
You already? Oh, okay, right. In that case, then I'll do it myself. Hey, so I can see a Sontaran in there. I can see K9.
Yeah.
I can also see. Is this a Dalek?
Yeah.
Is that a Dalek?
It's a Dalek.
This is the the 1960s Dalek book Dalek.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Wow, look
very
at that.
true to the era.
They smell beautiful. They smell very nice.
And I've got a
It's a decaying Cyberman. It's this Cyberman here, I think. Lovely.
We've got some Tyrants, K9, so...
Well, do you mind if I have a bite into
Absolutely,
this
let's go
Dalek
for it,
dome? I'll see if there's a Khaled music.
Toast to that.
Cheers to a fantastic book release, and long may it continue. Because honestly, and when I say this, I'm not just saying this because it's Richard, and because obviously I support you because you're one of my mates. But it is honestly, it is the dream of mine to have had a book like this, a beautiful hardback coffee table book, well, hardback, softback, depending on which one you buy.
Exactly. Yes.
But it's been a dream of mine to have a book that's celebrating this range and that catalogues everything, like variants, all sorts. It's all in there. So you really should pledge your support if you've got any sort of love for these figures. If these have kind of defined your childhood, if you're only just got into collecting them, it's a fantastic venture. Been lucky enough to see some of it. Been lucky enough to have some of my figures actually in the book as well,
Absolutely,
which is very exciting.
Very grateful.
So I'm going to be flicking through and finding the odd one of those.
There's all sorts of information online you can go and check out, and it'll be linked in the description, and it'll be all over my Twitter and everywhere from now onwards, because it's a Indiegogo campaign that we're doing here to raise the funds to make this possible. But it's, like Miles says, in a very nice little pitch that you just did for me there.
It wasn't. I'll pay later.
Yes, it's this guide to the figures. So we've got brand new photographs of each one, mostly taken by myself, presented in a kind of a style and a format and with a consistency that has not been done before. There are over 600 items in this book to cover that have been released by character since 2005.
Yeah.
So it's a real catalogue of all those things. You get your photos, you get your text underneath, kind of detailing, what was released and what it was and when it was released and what variants there were and all that lovely stuff, all those niche little details that the Doctor Who fans are here for.
And you're right, and the consistency is something, because seeing some of the pages, the way that it's laid out, every figure gets its own time to shine, every figure gets its own space. It's and the consistency, I think, is something that us Doctor Who fans love. We look at the bookshelves and look at our DVD ranges.
Oh, yeah.
We love everything to be in line. This book kind of does that, and it celebrates every single variant right through from Mrs. What's she called? The Gelth woman?
Oh gosh. Is it Mrs. Peace?
Mrs. Peace.
The Gelth zombie.
The Gelth zombie. I think she was called Gelth zombie, wasn't she?
And Destroy Cassandra.
Destroy Cassandra, all the way
Grandma
through
Connolly,
to your Joe Martins and your 14th Doctors. Can we just talk about the cover as well? The cover, which is a beautiful homage to the 1973 Radio Times cover. Richard and Will have kind of combined their skills to make this big spread, which is essentially all the Doctors.
So instead of Pertwee, we have the 14th Doctor there, the most recently released Doctor figure.
Yeah.
And instead of the monsters, we have various Doctors. And it's a wraparound cover as well, so it continues onto the back. So all the Doctors that aren't there on the front are there on the back. And there's just so much other stuff, ancillary stuff as well going on around it. We've got various supplements that you can get as well if you pledge your support and pledge for the higher tiers. Give us more money to make it work. So
in a non-threatening way.
So we're doing if we can hit these targets, supplements on the 3.75-inch range. Some people love it, some people hate it, but it's there. We're doing a Sonic Screwdriver book written by Connor Allen, who some of you may know. And once again, some of Miles's photos are featuring in that.
This is what people want to know. People want to know. Yes, there are some of my Sonic Screwdrivers featuring in the book. You watch, none of them will be used.
Mint green, 9th Doctor Sonic.
Yeah, my toothpaste 9th Doctor Sonic finally gets the time to shine in this supplementary book.
Exactly. Its time is now. And then also...
Connor, could you put that in the book? Could you put a little line in there? This is Miles's... the toothpaste Sonic belonging to Miles Taylor. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And then another supplement about the big Daleks. I can't really call them the radio-controlled Daleks because not all of them were.
The voice command.
But the big 12-inch and 18-inch ones as well. Yeah. Lots of exciting stuff happening. You can get an updated version of the Story So Far poster. That we all know from our childhood,
I can see it over
the
corner.
You can get
beautiful.
Postcards or prints, various bits and pieces like that. You can get your own deluxe cover for the highest tier. You can choose.
Can you really?
You can choose your own cover, your own kind of bespoke cover that's limited to that copy of the book. So,
wow.
They're going to be bits of artwork, kind of group shots of the figures from a given story. So there's The End of the World, Pyramids of Mars, I think is one of them, Fugitive of the Jadoon. There's the stories that have a lot of figures.
And all the figures in one shot.
You get to pick which one you want. There's going to be only one of each one, so those are really limited. And for the kind of the people that really want to support this and really want to make it work, the biggest fans of the range.
The biggest fans. Full stop.
Yeah. Well, yes, biggest fans of us. But it's that. It's happening. Yeah. The campaign is now live. You can support it, I think, for about 3 weeks or so, and we need to hit the targets to make it work. So please do go and show your love to the campaign and to us and to this book. Yeah. It's a real labour of love.
It is actually a labour of love as well. I think Richard even now is doing it down because you've worked on this for how long? Over a year?
It's been in the works for
It's been a long time. Yeah. The amount of work that everyone's gone into. Will's designs are beautiful. It looks stunning, and really every corner is being investigated here. I've literally been talking to you today about the last few bits to go in the book, and it's right down to the last detail.
Has been left unturned.
Because like we were saying,
minor variants and everything, the running changes.
If you're going to do it, you've got to go big or go home. You've got to do it all. So it's for Doctor Who fans. It's for fans of this beautiful range, and. Everyone's gonna love it. So, absolutely go and support it before Richard chokes to death. Got to write the rest of the book first. Go and give it a support. Investigate those tiers because there's some fantastic things on offer, and even just the book itself, it just
absolutely
go through it. Go and have a look.
If I do say so myself.
Yes, and there's a little interview with you, Gary, and Will.
There's a little,
that you can have a look
little talking heads. You can listen to us harping on about it, and telling you about all these fantastic things. We've got sample spreads as well to give you an idea of what it will look like and what it will be.
The only thing you're missing in that your little diagram, your little advertisement video of the book flicking through is a Tom Baker narration.
Yeah,
go figure. Only $13.99. Oh!
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my god,
that could be the thumbnail. Me going like this. Perfect. Yeah. It's so exciting. I've been honestly, you can vouch for this. Every time I've seen Richard, I'll always be like, "How's the book coming along? How's the book doing?" I'm really excited. As soon as I heard about it, I was like, "Well, this is what I've wanted since I was 7." So can't wait. Absolutely can't wait. And what a beautiful range to celebrate as well.
Because display here of the figures.
They've kind of sort of tracked our life. I think.
Oh yeah.
We can track our lives through these are the
I mean,
releases.
we've
of
grown
things.
up with these things, haven't we? And
Yeah.
We've played with them. We've made figure adventures or whatever with them. We've
Taken
stuck them on the
photos.
shelf, taken photos.
Yeah.
Yeah, all sorts,
Still on the shelf.
done all sorts of things with them.
Yeah.
And-
Things that
Yeah.
even the book won't go into. Yeah, yeah.
yes, and then obviously for the older generations as well. Not to make anyone feel old, but I get that for you guys, this is the stuff. These are the toys that you never had.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so I
absolutely.
think the range itself is just so brilliant, and it ticks all those boxes, and it's cross generational. It's brilliant. It's been going for only 20 years, and we really just wanted to do something that reflects that and honours that, and just kind of showcases everything they've done. So
Definitely
it's
20
really
years.
special. You get some prototypes in there as well. I should say actually. You get photos of the figures outside of the box with some prototype test shots, the kind of rainbow figures. That's in your softback base level book, and then if you pledge more and get the hardback or above, you also get some 360 turnarounds of various prototypes. I think about 10.
They're good.
You get
They're
things
good.
like Jeremy Baines, you get
Yeah.
the Cyber Shade, some 10th Doctors.
Some 10th Doctors which I'd never seen before until you taking these pictures.
Everybody's favourite character, Kess from Planet of the Ood. I mean, they're all in there. They're all in there. You also get some packaged shots of the figures in their packaging, in their boxes. Those have been done predominantly by Christopher Hill, who some people might know from the Doctor Who Chronicles merchandise articles and his own fantastic merchandise website and all that kind of stuff. So, it's a real labour of love from a lot of people here who who all love the range and all love Doctor Who and have been putting their all into this. It's very, very exciting, and I'm so excited to be doing it.
Yeah, this is it. It's finally happening. I can't wait.
Yeah, but no, I mean the character figures in general, I mean, are obviously so great in this range. Like we say, that we've been playing with, displaying, whatever, photographing for all these years.
Dusty.
And what are your highlights from
From
the? I mean, I suppose the things we've got on display here. There are some of those.
Oh yeah,
those things,
100%.
aren't
Well,
there?
there's certain things on this display which I've wanted for ages and never got. The black and white figures from.
Yes.
I mean, these aren't even yours.
No.
But the black and white figures from 2009, when the Forbidden Planet exclusives were starting to kick off, which I remember coming out and not being able to get because they felt like such an inaccessible thing as however old I was back then, 9 or 10. But I remember those coming out. Stuff like the Time Crash 5th Doctor, which, it's again another one, a big totem. All these figures, which I remember, I was talking to you today about the Stolen Earth set, the set which featured Crucible Dalek, Supreme Dalek, Davros, and the 10th Doctor. Never being able to find that, but it being like the Holy Grail set. But God, I mean,
I remember Christmas that year.
Yeah.
Actually, I got a package, a present wrapped up. It was that shape, in the shape of those 4-packs.
Yeah.
The taxi cab
I think
logo,
you
that
told me
kind
this.
of.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, please, can it be a Stolen Earth set? Please, please, please. And I opened it up, and it was another Utopia set. I already had one. It was my first ever set, as we've covered in a previous video before. And I was like, for goodness sake. But thankfully, I've got it since. And,
Did you get it later that year, or have you got it like?
It's a few years, like more recent. Well, I say that now, probably like 8-9 years ago, but still, later on.
It's insane because, like you were saying, it is over nearly 20 years of worth of figures. Obviously, quite a period. 2015, 2016, 17, we got less. That started to go up and fluctuate a bit, but. Your first, as you've said, the Utopia set, was that the first figures that you ever got? Like, full stop? Like, there was no little variants before then, or...
That was the first for me, and it was 2008, so it was... I don't know if it was released in 2007, it probably was. I should probably check this sort of stuff.
You should bloody know.
I think it was 2007, and then I got that, and such full memories. I mean, a lot of those... Series 1 and 2 and 3, single carded figures in the red and blue and green packaging.
Yeah.
They were all over the place at that point, so it's very easy to get into the line that way, and I got a load of those. Plus some of the Series 4, well, one or two of them as they were coming out as well. I got like a Lude Sigma, that was one of my earliest Series 4 figures. remember that Christmas I got the big Series 1 Toys R Us, I think it was, the big opening doors TARDIS set, which was fantastic. There was that and Grandma Connolly right next to it. I think I'd asked my parents for like a load of figures from Series 1 and 2, and they sort of seen that and thought, oh, well, we'll get the big set
and
Series
then that
1.
counts as a
and just like a little Series 2
yeah.
one as well, just throw it in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, oh god, as a kid I always wanted certainly all of the new Series 1s, and my appreciation for the classic ones came a bit later. And now I want all them as well, but
getting there,
yeah. But it was always the dream to have them all. I don't know, it's just something about having all those figures and those characters and those monsters from like a given season.
I mean, can we talk about the adverts, the
Oh,
toy
yeah.
adverts? Like that encapsulates
dioramas
having
and-
all of those figures.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
the Series 3 one where it was all the scarecrows in the field and the Jadoon on the moon. Like,
Yes.
my God, if that didn't do its job, because
Yurud on the Yud Sphere and things like that.
Yud Sphere, Sontarans, yeah.
The Weeping Angels in the Maze of the Dead or whatever the heck it was called. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. And the Daleks, the Victory of the Daleks thing as well. It was, those adverts were so good.
So well done, so well made.
And as a kid, it all kind of felt kind of unattainable in a way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never going to be able to get everything. But
Well, I remember me and my cousin, like, I've got a memory of discussing with my cousin like how we could save enough money to get about 10 Cyberman figures to recreate them. So we were putting away our pocket money to try and get what we could, and I remember getting that Cyberman and taking it to France and dropping it, and I remember almost losing the Cyberman on the way out. We were on our way back to the airport, and I went, I've lost it, and we found it in the gravel outside the holiday house.
my gosh,
so that could have stayed in France. That could have been a French Cyberman.
Happened, yeah,
What's delete in French? I wonder.
I think
Le delete.
I think I lost an Amy Pond that way on holiday in the Lake District.
Full stop.
I never found. Yeah, I had to replace her, and there's also
Karen.
Karen. Little accessories as well. I mean, it's like screwdrivers that were.
You'd always lose a sonic screwdriver, wouldn't you?
I'm surprised. Goodness me.
I tell you, you can't get out of writing this.
I'm surprised, to be honest, that so many of my accessories are still here. Actually, like,
Do you have a
the
little
ones.
Tupperware container full of accessories?
Well, I have. If they can be displayed alongside a figure, I have them on display. But there are any spares or bits and pieces.
I've got a little
tub.
Tupperware, but spare heads, spare Sonics,
Spare heads. I got some spares.
spare parts of builder figures. Yes. I've got a best performed chest in there somewhere. And all
really?
sorts.
Yes.
And
yeah.
One of these wings, was one of those mine, or is this a figure that you've got subsequently?
I think originally the base was yours, and then
You replaced it.
Well, I didn't look, set out to replace it, but I saw one very cheap on eBay, a sealed one.
Yeah.
The Vashnarava figure, and I thought I'll get that. So
why not? Yeah.
Yeah. But no, your base is still in the collection.
It's still
there.
Yeah, it's still here somewhere.
Yeah. Still there.
But yeah, no, I've got a little tub full of accessories, that I'll have a little play around with now and then. I mean, I don't. They just stay in the box somewhere. I love the little accessories. I remember figures like Leela had abundance of crossbows, arrows,
little thorns and everything.
Yeah, Janice Thorns.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so creative. I mean, you look back at the range and figures like the Mutant Reveal Dalek. I know it's such a simple idea to be like, just take the front off the Dalek, but so clever and hours of fun and play through just a little simple feature like that. I mean, we were talking about this, how the Recon Dalek kind of harkens back to that with like the opening, bit there, the mutant that you can actually take out as well. I mean, look, this thing as well. I mean, who thought that we'd get a hand puppet version of a Drashig as part of the range?
Go on, you know you want to.
I can't do that. That's quite good. Hire me, Big Finish. I'll do your Drashig voices for you. But like, it's I mean, who would have thought it? Eh?
Who would have thought it?
I've never actually done this before, you know.
Oh, really?
I've actually held a Drashig hand. This is why I think it just happens.
Moment.
As soon as you get it in your hand, you just can't help but it's like any puppet, I suppose. I mean, fantastic. Look at it's just this is the stuff that the range has given us.
Stuff that has like play features like that is always so good.
Yeah.
I mean, the obvious one is always the big TARDIS play sets. They're just fantastic.
I mean, we've got one over here.
One just snap shot there.
Yeah, with there's a Reaper. There's a Reaper sat here.
A Reaper,
on top of it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh my goodness!
yeah,
I mean,
gorgeous.
the lights and sounds and everything on on the first one, and all that stuff, and your TARDISes and vehicles, things like your Satan pits lift as well. It's actually
Insane, isn't it?
Crazy stuff.
Oh bloody hell! Reaper almost attacked. Yeah, I'm going to put that on
Yeah.
the bed safe and sound.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness! Yeah, so much stuff like that. So much fun stuff. It's just great.
Grandma Connolly is still baffling. I remember a girl being at a girl's birthday party back when I was a child as well. But I remember
Right,
being,
yes.
and she was given
Yes.
Grandma Connolly as like a birthday present, and it's like it's insane to think that there were kids buying old lady figures and loving it. Uncle, you know. All those random figures that we got, obviously we didn't get Kess in the end, but
No, I mean that would have
Brannigan.
been very random. Yeah, Brannigan and all this
Laszlo.
stuff, and Doctor in Straight Jacket, and
Yeah.
oh my god, all these
minor
weird
little-
and wonderful things.
yeah, figures that you never, I mean, not figures that you never thought you'd get, but figures that you never thought they would bother to make,
No, it's crazy.
but still, regardless, you look at your shelves and you can really, there's a distinct, I think with the Series 3 figures, I kind of got a sense of this reading the Chronicles issue, like,
Yes.
they look so cohesive, like they look like such a
Together,
good
they look
package
great,
together.
don't they? Yeah.
And you look at like Series 6 and like they're a very distinctive lineup. And the amount of variants of Silence and Cybermen, like
Oh goodness!
how many of
yes, and
these chaps have we
your
got?
flash sachets and all those little flash masks and everything and all that. I mean, that's all going to be. It's all going to be in there.
Are the flash masks
yeah.
and the sachets going to be in
I
there
was
as well?
looking at them the other day actually, just to kind of because I never understood them fully because well clearly, but like obviously, but it was really weird that you'd get like an Amelia Pond flesh mask with an uncle figure or something weird like that.
Yeah.
Like,
With a Cyberman.
with a Cyberman, yeah, you'd sometimes get either masks for figures that don't actually need them, which is probably all of them really, or like the figures like they wouldn't even come with the figure that they were meant to go with. It was strange.
Yeah.
So I went back the other day actually to try and
Work out what
work
what-
that one out,
yeah.
and I think I've got it.
Yeah.
I think I've got it.
Yeah.
But
Thank God.
Yeah,
This is
thank
what
God.
you want to know when you go and listen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean we're going all out. We're going all out.
But honestly, this is the minutiae like of the research that you've done, because you've gone back and you've actually made sure that that figure didn't actually come with a sonic screwdriver.
Oh yes,
that one's
absolutely, yeah. And very, very minor variants. I mean, one I was talking to you about earlier is the Cassandra figures. So most people might know that the Cassandra figures, that they're just the standard Cassandra, not destroyed Cassandra or rusty Cassandra. The original clean ones, there's a brown eye version, blue eye version. But in the process of researching this, I've discovered a new version, new variant, a third one.
new variant.
A new
Earth.
Cassandra.
New.
Which is like a blue eye one. Well, it's the one I think everybody kind of knows, but like she has eyeshadow above the eyes.
It's classy.
And-
It's classy.
Yeah, classic Cassandra, yeah, and like more prominent veins and stuff. And the original,
Sorry.
not at all. The original blue eye one did not have that. So it's like it's
Yeah.
finding these little tiny little things. We discovered like a Mox of Balhoun variant the other day, which is
Was it like a different shade of purple?
You've got your light blue one, your dark blue one. Apparently there are two dark blue ones, like one from the original wave in 2006, and one from the series 1 wave with the red back.
You only had 5 minutes of screen
7 or 8 or
time.
something.
It's insane, isn't it?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Utterly crazy.
Yeah.
But, such great fun. Yeah. And it's going to be as comprehensive as we can make it. Every little variant that we can possibly find. Certainly everything that's known about publicly anyway. So.
And then the test shots, like you say, like
Test
things that haven't been properly photographed before.
Absolutely.
And obviously, like we were saying about the prototypes as well. Prototypes that we've only seen in passing in blurry photos and things like
Yeah,
that. It's like we're going to
absolutely.
actually give them the time to.
Yeah.
We're gonna. I say we. You're giving them the actual time to shine in these books.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a really thrilling.
I think that's
challenge.
the lovely thing about this, and it's like I was saying, presenting everything consistently and in the same style and format, and it kind of allows you to see everything in one place, to have everything in one place, to kind of own everything in a manner of speaking. Whether you were one of those kids that always wanted like a Vespiform or all these figures that you knew you'd never be able to get hold of.
I'll be able to see that Crucible Dalek on
You'll
the
be
page.
able to able to own it in a manner
Yeah.
of speaking. It'll be there in your collection. You'll have it all there in one solid little package, and you can flick through it and you can see it all at a glance.
You can have it on your
Just
coffee
really
table when people come over to visit and
on your
say,
coffee table.
"Have a look, have a look." Yeah.
Yes, have a look at the dedications page and all that kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
see whose names are in there, and
Yeah.
see what you can find.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Wonderful stuff. I mean, yeah,
Amazing.
if I do say so myself, it's very, very exciting. And
No, yeah, I mean, it is really honestly wonderful, and yeah, I mean, well done to all of the team of you for getting it going, and all you've got to do is support it to make sure it happens. Really, that's what you guys got to do. You've got to go and have a look. The Indigo fun page is very
cool.
thorough. It's got a lot of info on there, lots to entice you. If you don't go on that page and don't want to buy it after that, then I don't know what it'll take. But
yes,
we'll come and knock on your door.
Well, exactly. Yes,
So yeah, it's a phenomenal thing, and like I said, it's something that I've wanted for a long time. So here we go. It's going to happen. Here's hoping.
So yes, I mean, please go and support us. Please go and check it out and give us the time of the day and have a look at it. And but help us make this happen. It's such an exciting project and a real labour of love. Otherwise, hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to the two of us for more stuff in the future. Leave a like, leave a comment. Comment below your memories of the character options figures.
Give us your favourite figure of
Absolutely.
the character options range.
And until the next one, thanks for watching. Go and buy Go Figure, and goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.